Hi, everybody. I thought I'd give you a quick review of how to get started on your research for the persuasive speech. Okay, this is week 5 in our course, and you see that it's right here from March 1st to March 7th, Persuasion Research. When we come to the homework and persuasion research speech model, you'll see the things that you need to do during this week. The library links are here, and the CRW link is here. I'd like to show you what happens when you click on the library link. Okay, this is the home page for SUNY Adirondack Library. I do not want you to go straight out to the internet and just Google your research. I want you to use the academic databases and do it properly, and that will count a large bit toward your persuasion grade. So be sure you start out right. This is one way to start. If you already have a narrow topic, you can just start here in this text box and put in whatever you want to look for. The library hours are here. There are popular library links here, and Ask a Librarian is here, and the text feature is right down here in the lower right as well, if you can see that. If not, it's there in a green box. Okay, so let's click on Ask a Librarian. And then you have a box here on the left. You can text at this number, or you can email your question here. Make it as specific as possible so they can really help you well. Now, I'd also like to take you back to week 5 and show you how to get started on the research. Of course, you need to read all the material in the week 5 folder, as always. There are some topic suggestions that I've linked to here. This is just a fun de-stressor. There's a discussion here on speaking for advocacy. All your replies will be due this Wednesday, March 3rd. And this is a link to the controversial issues databases. So if you click on that, you'll see in the middle several databases. Any of these can get you started. So you want to click on one of them and then try another one later also. And you can go a couple of ways here. You can browse topics if you still don't have a very specific topic, although you should. If you know you need to narrow it and you just have a broad category of interest, this can be very, very helpful. Let's say you want to go to energy. And these are some topics here. This is a CQ Researcher, which is in-depth reports. But remember that your research should be geared to persuasion, not just information. It has to follow the format of Monroe's motivated sequence, which is the 5-step format, or problem and solution, one or the other. All right, so if you said you wanted to look into nuclear energy here, that's certainly a controversial topic and therefore would make a good persuasive speech. So you could take a firm position on that topic. You could look at nuclear fusion, nuclear energy in general, nuclear power, energy and the environment might be a big one. Nuclear proliferation is a separate issue, but also very controversial, and it involves a lot of high-stakes international players right now, like Iran, Pakistan, India, and North Korea. All right. We could go to another database by hitting the back button a couple of times and try opposing viewpoints. This is great if you have already a very controversial topic in mind. So you can browse issues through here: national debate topics, war and diplomacy, society and culture, health and medicine, business and economics, science, technology, and ethics, all kinds of general interest topics here for current issues. And you can also just use the search box again. So if you wanted to look into pros and cons of nuclear energy, you could try that. And you get only one article, which is kind of surprising, right? So if you broaden that a little bit, I bet you're going to get a lot more. So let's try that. And yes, all these numbers indicate each number is a source. So you have hundreds, thousands of sources here to choose from. There are some features which can help you look quickly at some of the things. Featured viewpoints. We won't have fusion generators in 5 years. First two are about fusion. And you'll get opposing views. That's why it's called opposing viewpoints. You won't get all one opinion, and that can be very useful for crafting persuasion, because you don't want to cherry pick. You don't want to pick just people who agree with you. You want to make the case for what you believe, but understanding what the others might believe so that you can address that responsibly and factually. So this gives you an idea of how to use this source as well. Okay, now we're back in week 5 in our course, and there again is the link to contact the librarian right there. And notice that your outlines will be due soon, and there are outlines sampled for you that I want you to read carefully and print out and use as models for your own outline. Now, if you look at the top, you'll see your outline is due next Sunday, March 7th, in week 6. All right? So we can hit the back button here and go to week 6. And there is the Monroe's Motivated Sequence sample outline, and there's the problem solution sample outline. Now you can disregard probably the section on causes there, because that can send you down a rabbit hole, but probably you'll be able to develop it fine with just the problem and solution sections, if that's what you choose. Monroe's Motivated Sequence, though, I highly, highly, highly recommend. It's very persuasive, so if you follow that format and use your sources responsibly, you will do well. Next week, you'll post your outline here by this Sunday, and you'll post a rehearsal by next Wednesday. Okay, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much, and do get in touch if you have questions. Thank you.